you need to understand you need muscle mass to survive. So today I really want to talk about that. I want to talk about muscle. I want to talk about the fact that as humans, if we want to live a long and self-sufficient life, you are going to need muscle mass. And the reason I want to talk about this subject is because I think a lot of people, especially ladies, if I'm being honest, right, look at muscle as something that they're looking to develop if they want to be bodybuilders, right? But it is so important to understand that we need muscle to survive. We need muscle for longevity of life. One of the biggest things I hear from most women is, I don't want to get too bulky. I don't want to lift weights because I don't want to look like a man. But I want you guys to understand, looking that muscular takes a significant amount of work. It does not happen by accident. And not only, studies have shown that muscle is literally the organ of survival. I want you guys to think of all the older people you have seen that are extremely frail, are barely able to get themselves off of a seat, out of a bed, or even really just function on their own. The reason that happens is because they never focused on building and maintaining the muscle mass they had, so they lost it all. As humans, we go through a natural process called atrophy, and as we start to get older in age, atrophy starts to speed up. And the only way we can combat that is by, one, consuming enough protein, and two, making sure we are focusing on challenging our muscles through some type of strength training. And strength training does not mean something that in your job you get to pick heavy things up all day long. While yes, that is still challenging your muscles, you're not challenging them to a threshold where they're having to adapt to either grow or maintain. So if there's one thing I would recommend for any of you, regardless of who you are, is to stop looking at gaining muscle as something that only bodybuilders should do. Running and cardio is still a great form of exercise, but it does not build any muscle. And as I mentioned, if you want to live a long and self-sustainable life long term, you're going to have to focus on building your muscles some way, shape, or form. Key things that will help with that: consuming enough protein and strength training. I hope this made sense. I hope it was helpful. And if it was, or if you have any questions, comment them down below. And like this video. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, go do that. Don't forget out there and get 1% better every single day.